Paul Pierce says marriage is for broke people and old people. Let's get into this content, bro. Then we're gonna break it down. We got to break this one down. Let's get into the content. Roll it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like every relationship shouldn't be based off sex, but every relationship is based off of that.
I
That's what
don't think so.
100%. You can't tell me nothing different. This is what I feel, and that's why I'll never be in another relationship because it's always based off of that.
So you're not going to be in another relationship?
Hell no. For what? Because it's going to be based off the sex. Once that wear down, you're going to go find somebody else that's better. Yeah. It ain't going to be based off of. This is the thing. And listen carefully.
I'm
listen
listening.
carefully.
I'm listening.
Relationships. Let me tell you what marriage is all about. Or let me tell you what marriage is and who's marriage for. Marriage is for old people and poor people.
Okay. So let's get into that. Why?
Because when you broke, our parents, like my moms and all them, they married on a merit of like, okay, we're going to put our incomes together, have all these kids, and then when our kids, we're going to have 5, 10 kids back in the 60s, all them, they're going to have 5, 10 kids so they can work and bring income.
Yeah.
So you poor. So you married for that. And now when you get old, somebody that to be by your side to take care of you. Right now, my mom got married. My mom never been married in my lifetime. She got married when she was 70.
Wow.
It was perfect. She had somebody by her side the whole way through.
So do you...
I really believe that. Like, that's what, like, outside of that, it's no advantage to a man. Why is marriage an advantage? What advantage, what does it do for a man when things go south? Like, we gonna have to give up half our this, pay child support, but it's only advantageous to a woman. Like, it's real talk.
But what if you meet a woman and you're like, wow, she's a gem, she's valuable, she's everything, and I want to lock her down in marriage?
I don't want to lock no woman down. We could be cool.
So you're telling me right now today,
you
on January 4th, you do not want to be in a relationship ever again?
I don't think it's realistic long term until I turn 70.
I am done. I've never been more done with a motherfucker.
I'm 47 right now. Until I turn 70, that's the only realistic part I see is because we both old. We ain't out in the streets. We at home watching TV. You go take me to the hospital. I'm going to take you to the hospital. That's it. But right now, I'm too cracking right now. So what I need to do?
Is it because you feel like you
have? I need to do all.
I actually sat there and tried to see if I could make some sense out of what Paul Pierce was saying before I went into it, bro. But it wasn't no sense to it. Now, when he said 47 years old, that's where he lost me. Yeah, that's where he lost me, bro. And when you say your mama didn't even get married till she was about 70, that just shows me it runs in your family, bro. And I'm not saying this to throw no salt at him or nothing like that, but it runs in your family, bro. Y'all not made to be in relationships. You got one of them last names that nobody wants. Point blank, period. Nobody wants to be connected to that family. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. But at 47 years old, he's saying that, bro, because he's been through so many relationships. He didn't already tried. So at 47, once you see it ain't for you, you ain't found nobody that was gonna care for you and love you like that was gonna make you want to put a ring on it. You know what I mean? Of course, you gave up. At 7, bro, most people ain't gonna even live to 70. Tomorrow is not promised. You know what I mean? So somebody could say, the women is the advantage, gets the advantage, it's all disadvantages for men. No, it ain't, man. You protecting that money way too much, way too much. You protecting that money. And that's gonna be, unfortunately, a nigga's downfall. Yeah, it's gonna be your downfall. You worry too much about the money or what the woman want from you, bro. You supposed to be looking for love. We are put on this earth to repopulate and find your soulmate. You know what I mean? Most people don't get to find their soulmate. Believe that, I believe that. You know what I mean? You get like, what they say, you get like 3 chances. Most people don't get that, but when you find one that you should stick with, lock it down, bro. Yeah, lock it down. YNs, big bros, unks, don't listen to this bullshit when you hear niggas spewing all that hoe ass shit. You marry a woman Cause that's what you here for, bro. You here to start your own family. You don't want to start no family with a broken home and all this other type of shit. And history repeats itself. You know what I mean? Most of y'all, and I'm talking about everybody, black, white, or orange, didn't have a father figure, a dad. Your dad wasn't there married to your mom when you grew up, so you don't know it's supposed to be like that. It ain't just, I'm gonna meet you at 70, you're gonna take care of me, nigga. It take years to develop that type of love that's gonna make that woman, even at 70 years old, put up with shit. It ain't no fairy tale, bro. This ain't no fairy tale. You know what I mean? That's 70, isn't it? Ain't no necessary, it ain't no particular way you're supposed to move about that. But when you say, man, you don't want a relationship because it's not real to you, it's just supposed to be about sex, like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. This just a freaky nigga telling you he doing like weird freaky things. You know what I mean? Paul Pierce, get off the bullshit, nigga. All you ever was a basketball player, nigga. That's what you known for. Basketball. Nigga ain't taking no marriage advice from a nigga that was on the road. Yeah, like, Otis, why you always on the road? Yeah, what Otis little boy told him in The Temptation, why you always on the road? You know, nigga ain't taking no marriage advice from somebody that was always on the road, and never found a way to be good to a woman, bro. If you can't be good to a woman, the woman you lay down with every night, who are you expected to be good for? Nobody. You're untrustworthy. Yeah, a nigga can't trust you. Point blank, because you ain't got the woman. Nigga, get you a woman. Partner up, settle down. Yeah, point blank, period. Other than that, you gonna catch that easy E or something else gonna take you out the game. Niggas that chase pussy finish last. Moral of the story. Niggas that chase pussy finish last. Paul Pierce is one of them old 47-year-old pussy chasers that really just out there like a motherfucking creep. Nigga, get you some money, go about your way, but stay out there, man. Quit the bullshit. I don't want anybody. No, nobody wants you, bro. Point blank, period. Nobody wants you. Even the money don't make them hoes want you. And that's a goddamn shame. Look, y'all drop it in the comments. Scores from the Playground. Like, share, subscribe, nigga. Peace. Hey, fuck Paul Pierce. Well, especially what the fuck he talking about. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. This is what that is. This is about brutal honesty. That's it. You know what I mean? I'm not doing this for likes and views. Point blank, period. Most people love Paul Pierce more than they like me, so they ain't gonna like this motherfucker. But the thing is, bro, don't listen to the advice that come from idiots, especially when it's talking about some relationship. Get you something to make it last 16, 17 years and see how how good you feel inside, bro. Drop it in the comment. That's the realest thing I can tell you, man. Scars from the Playground. Peace.
If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap, people tell me I'm a clip. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the chill, it gotta be about business.